I'm at home, believe it or not. I have no idea if this is at all working at all. So far, I'm seeing stuff. Let's see if this actually starts playing. Now, of course, nobody will be watching this right now, but it's okay. Oh, a surprise Sunday stream. The Gim, hello, the Gim. Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm getting sound. Hey, man, this is pretty fun. I'm at home today. It's Mother's Day, and I've got somebody coming down the stairs. There, just seen my daughter, the infamous Boo.
Oh, hi.
The Boo Bear.
Well, I've got a face mask on. I can't really see.
You got a face? What the? Come back here, dude. Dude, holy shit. What the hell?
What are you doing?
I'm live right now.
I can't see.
Come here.
I can't
Come
see.
down. Well, bring your head down. Christ, you look like Batman.
I don't have my glasses on.
Holy crap, that's scary ass stuff.
Why do you know?
Oh my lord, that's scary. Oh, you turned the dryer on? Want to shut my door over a bit? Just in case it's really loud. Holy man, that was frightening, I'll tell you. Holy crap. Yeah, so I'm just testing this out right now. So I'm just testing this out. I'm just seeing what kind of upload strength I'm getting, and how taxing this is on my system, because basically I'm doing this from an iMac at home. I have an iMac at work, but it's a newer iMac, and I also have like a different computer as well. It's a Mac Pro, and I'm thinking maybe once I have that up and going, I can start doing a little bit more. Yeah, I know, Rezio. Wow, what a serious mask. I know that was my daughter. I don't know if I've had my daughter on any videos. I want to say I have, but yeah. So again, this is just a test. I'm just seeing what kind of upload strength I'm getting here, and this is very comparable to what I do at the office. So if need be, Wave the Brush can be done from home. Because sometimes, I've canceled Wave the Brush, right? Because I was into other things. I didn't really want to leave the house, or I wasn't feeling very well. Whereas now, because I'm at home, and if I'm sick and I don't really want to leave the house, maybe I can still do the show because, like a daily Wave the Brush, just start a stream daily. Because, I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but I can switch to like this screen, and then I can come back. And all I got to do is just load in all the variables that what I normally do. Of course, this is just off the webcam built into the computer for me to do my Soul Egger. Apparently, his daughter is apparently a superhero. Yeah, yeah. She's like, man, that was frightening. I might have to try it on later because I know I've got like some blackheads and stuff. The Gim, Wave the Brush 24/7. Yeah, I don't know. Do like a daily thing where I could just come downstairs and just fire up the daily rant. Yeah, so this is actually very cool. And because the other thing is that I was gonna also test later on. Watch. No, I'm in my basement downstairs. I'm in my little studio. You can see like all my crap. You can see recent acquisitions here. When Gim came to visit, he gave me his War Machine stuff here. But I've got like more Star Wars kits to put together. I've got R2D2. I've got to get C-3PO as well. I still have to get C-3PO. But yeah, I still got more Star Wars kits to do. My little lair here at home, it's not really anything exciting. It's actually really kind of crap. It's very, very cramped at the moment because I need to really kind of clear things out. I'd move the camera around, but that involves turning the whole PC. And now I'm thinking that I might want to get a video capture device for my Mac, because this program I'm using, and for anybody who's on an Apple device or a Mac device, I'm using OBS, and I recently had seen Ash, Gorilla Miniatures. Ash, he was doing a recent live cast, and I know he has Apple products as well. And so I sent him a message earlier to see what he was using, and um, I'm just playing with this one right now, and I'm kind of liking it. I'm kind of liking it because right now, like I pay. Oh, the email jingle. I don't have the. You know what? I probably could. I'd have to set it all up though. I didn't really set it all up. The email time. Do the jingle. I'm on a different computer, dude. That's on a Windows machine. I mean, like I could easily just load it in. I don't know if I have it loaded here. Let me double check here. Did I save it to my documents? No. Did I save it? Did I save it to this computer? I probably should save it to this computer. In all hindsight, what would be kind of fun too is that while I'm like farting around with my screen, I should have set up another thing to watch like my desktop. But it's kind of cool though. I mean, like I mean, the frames look good. I'm getting like pretty close to the strength that I get at work at Mini Wargaming, and she's not pushing my computer too hard. I'm doing 30 frames a second, no drop frames yet, and I mean, like I know everybody else is on. Like I know the wife upstairs. She's on Netflix right now, and so. Oh wait, no. Kilobytes just dropped. Ooh, yeah, that was a hit. But I'm showing everything green. YouTube is saying everything is A-okay. Yeah. Steve Lyons, who is this unexpected cutie? That was my daughter, and easy. Parker Gray, get Game Show. It's way better. Need to buy it, but it's worth it. Game Show. I was doing a quick search around for like what were my options on OS X, right? And because like normally for Way of the Brush, I have it on GameSplit or not GameSplit, XSplit. That's the program I use because I use the Windows machine, right? But y'all know how I love Windows, and I've heard of this program. This is supposed to be a really great program, and this runs natively on Linux and OS X, and of course they have it for Windows as well. And I mean, it's completely free. I mean, and it's doing what I needed to do. I mean, the image itself right now, I mean, it's just a webcam. Oh, my audio is slightly off under a second though. Interesting. A slight audio lag. Yeah, again, I mean, there are a few variables I can adjust, and I think the audio did allow for a delay. I don't know if I can change things while I'm running, but yeah. Sugars. It's Chris Lyons. It's Chris from Mini Wargaming. What? I don't know what the hell. On a Sunday, yeah. Soul Edgar. I just got myself Magnus. Looking at the hair and feathers, I'm super intimidated. No, don't be intimidated. I mean, there's many ways to do the feathers on him. If you have an airbrush, you create some nice subtle blends and then just give it a light dry brushing just to pick out those textures, If you don't have an airbrush, you can simply wet blend a blend onto those feathers and then give it a slight dry brush. And of course, if you're layering, then of course you can just build your color up and then just build the layers up. And then of course finish it with a light dry brush. Everything kind of ends with a light dry brush. It really is a great dry brushing at the end. Just do like a final very, very light, like if you're doing like blue, for example, and you just kind of just lightly hit the ends of the feathers and just kind of bring a bit of a fade in. It's a really great way to achieve that effect. But don't be scared of the model. It's a fantastic model. It's got great details. But yeah. Sugars, he said, "Who is that cutie?" Bad attempt at a joke. Oh, yeah, no, don't worry about it. Parker Gray, Chris. It's made by Telestream, and they make the actual studio programs for TV studios. Yeah, I've heard of Telestream. What was the name of the program again? Hold on, I gotta go back again. Game Show, man. Send me a link. Send me a link. On email, I guess. Yeah, send it by email. So like your wet blend. Now I'm even more intimidated. No. Well, I mean, because I'm just talking like because the wing is such a big broad surface, right? You know, say for example, you went in with a dark blue up near like the shoulder joint, right, and then the ends of the feathers, right, and you start off with a darker blue up that point, and you wanted to bring out to a fade out to a lighter blue, or even like a purple or light purple, magenta kind of stuff, right? You can simply use like a slightly larger brush and just blend that out. Now, as long as you keep the paint fairly thin, and as long as you do it quite quickly, or if you use acrylic retardant, which slows the drying process down, is also another option. I don't know if you've ever played with any kind of drying retardants when trying to do a little bit of wet blending. For those of you who are relatively new to painting and you want to try wet blending, definitely give acrylic retardant a try, and you know that will alleviate some of your anxiety, I suppose, is the way I would word that. But yeah, don't be afraid to give it a try. Wait, what was it? Yeah, Razia working. We already got into real questions. I know. I'm just popping on just to see how this is all working out, and like I'm liking it. This is a completely free program. I was hemming and hawing. I know, like I went on about a particular camera, the Mevo, and upon further inspection of that system, it was only for doing Facebook Live and something else. I can't remember what the hell it was called. But anyway, it was only for those two applications, and it wasn't geared towards doing Twitch or YouTube, which is like the two big live streaming services. And I was like, I don't get it. Of course, they also had like a routing one, which it would work, but it was expensive. And I mean, like, you know, I'm not pulling in the amount of viewers where I can justify that kind of cost, you know? And I mean, this program I'm using on my Mac, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'll most likely still do Wave the Brush from the studio. But just in those rare cases where, you know, I need to stay home, or I'm not feeling well, or whatever, you know, at least we know that we have this option now that, you know, we can do Wave the Brush. We have the technology. Clayton Tate, what? Secret Chris on Sunday time? It's Chris's house. His walls are so clean. I know. What do you think? I'm in my basement too. And what do you think? Like I lived in a freaking dungeon? Like what the hell? The mother monkey has to check in on his little monkeys on Mother's Day. Yeah, exactly. It's Mother's Day. I'm home. You know, of course, you know, the wife, she was already out and about and doing stuff. And I mean, like, you know, but hey, that's okay. It's her day. She can do whatever she wants. Raziel, if I were to ask Chris about painting Guilliman, if you did it in reverse and did the prime base coat blue, how would you have proceeded from there? If I primed and then base coat blue? Well, it's funny you ask, because the first time I was doing Guilliman, I had done the Retributor Armor spray, and then started going from there, where I did the gold first and then started laying the blue in. I had liquid masked the model, and what ended up happening is the paint wasn't sitting on the Retributor Armor very well, because the model surface was so smooth, I do believe, and when I laid the Retributor Armor down, it was very, very smooth, and so the paint actually did not sit on top of that layer very well, and when I was using my liquid mask, it ended up tearing off big chunks. It was like it grabbed on like a little small part, but it would tear off a great big piece, and like basically, like when I was clearing off the abdomen, it pulled that entire section off, and I was super pissed at the time, and so I ended up stripping the model and then repriming them, and then laying the blue on. And so if you watch the second videos, I show working on them from a blue to the gold, and the rest of the time I laid the gold on top. So yeah, I mean, like if I primed it and started off with the blue, I built the blue up, and I used the an airbrush to build the highlights up on the blue areas, like concentrating with a bit more of a zenithal style of blue on the areas, like on his backpack. It transitions from darker blue to lighter blue on the outs. Shoulder pad, it goes to a lighter blue. Wrists, I concentrated more blue in through the center. The knee pads, the top of the knee pads, kind of thing. Like I did it all by airbrush, and then slowly did it all the gold, and I used Retributor Armor, the bottle stuff, uh, to do the base, just so it kept consistency with what I had already established. But yeah, and I mean Gilliman, man, how many videos are in the vault right now on Gilliman? I think it's like 15 videos just doing Gilliman, because I showed in one way, and then I completely messed up, and I spazzed out essentially, and I restripped the model, which I normally say I don't do, but I mean I freaked out, and then I wanted to complete the model, so but now he's done. So yeah, he's done. Oh man. Anyway, Sugars, Mother's Day in March in the UK is not the case in Canada. Yes, today is Mother's Day. Today is Mother's Day, and of course, today is the day. I already spoke to my mom. I already gave a couple calls, and yeah, the kids, of course, say hello to their grandmothers, and of course, we honor my wife and mother of all my kids, and so yeah, it's Mother's Day here. Bum 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 bum. Where am I? The Gim. No, second Sunday in May. Oh, Mother's Day is in March in the UK. Oh, Mother's Day is in March. No, we're not in March. We're in May. No, today is Mother's Day. May 14th is Mother's Day in Canada, and I think the States. So, yeah. Raziel Wargamer. Gotcha. Thanks for answering. I got a couple of airbrushes now and love them. Cool. Yeah. Soul Egger at Chris. So the metal spray primers aren't great. Well, the GW Retributor Armor, I sprayed it on top of bare plastic. And I showed in the videos how I did it. And it just went right on, and it looked fantastic. Don't get me wrong, it looked freaking great. It was awesome. I loved the sheen of it all and everything like that. But when I laid the colors on top, like that was fine. That was all fine. When I was laying the other colors on top of the model, it was fine. But it was when I went to do Liquid Frisket, it seemed like the Liquid Frisket just grabbed hold of that paint and just pulled it all. And yeah, so it was really, really, really annoying. It was really, and it pulled everything. It pulled all the paint layers, because if you recall in the video series, I laid different colors on top of the gold and highlighted the gold, and then started laying the blues down. But after I played with the gold, I sealed it. I sealed the model, and then started laying the blue on top. And when I used the Liquid Frisket, when I was doing the blue, or redoing the golds, I think it was what I was doing. I can't remember now. But anyway, it pulled all the paint right past the sealant layer and everything. It just came all like one big scab. It just lifted right off the model. I think what it was. Oh, jeez, excuse me. What it was is that I did not prime the model before I had sprayed that metallic. The priming should have given me a bit of a texture on the model surface. I suspect that the surface was too sheer, was too smooth for the paint, and what made something like Liquid Frisket to grab hold of the paint, that it just kind of just pulled it all off. If I was scratching with my thumb, it might have come off, but it probably wouldn't have just peeled everything off. But I think the way the Liquid Frisket just kind of grabbed hold, it was just like a solid bond for whatever reason, and it just pulled it all off. And I got pissed, man. Oh man, I freaked right out. Okay, so I'm just quickly checking out that link that Parker just sent me, and I'm having a look here. And now, is this for OS X? Is this Apple and Windows compatible? Is this only Windows? Is this only Mac? I don't know. Product buy. Okay, let's just click on the buy here. Let me see. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's got a free version for both Apple and Windows. Okay. And what is this thing going to cost me? Because you have to pay for it if you're streaming, right? Because if you're monetizing stuff, usually you have to pay for the service. $34 for Game Show for Mac. Oh, sorry, $39 Canadian. That's not bad. But I mean, like, what is this gonna do that's different than what I'm currently using? You know what I mean? Like what is going to be the added benefit? I mean, I realize Parker, you're just recommending this, but have you used it? Do you know like if it's better than like what I'm currently using? Like, is it the best? Because I mean, like on Windows, I use XSplit, right, and that's worked for me for for many years now. I mean, it's had its hiccups here and there, but right now, for overall, the experience with XSplit has been positive. So, yeah. Reziel Wargamer, word to all your mothers. Word. Word. Clay Tate, Seagulls. Stop it now. Seagulls. I love that song. For a while there, that's all my son was playing was Seagulls. I don't know. Goes to Starman Deluxe. How long are we planning on going on for today? Not long. Not long. This is just a test. I'm just playing around. Again, I'm at home right now. And I'm just giving this a test, man. And like I'm just watching I'm watching the YouTube live analytics and stuff like that, and seeing how my signal strength is going. And I'm also watching the bit here. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm pushing the same strength that I do at Mini Wargaming. I'm I'm liking this. I mean, oh, I've got some drop frames, but I think my internet was spiking again. Like I said, like the wife's on Netflix right now, but that only uses the download strength, and I'm using the upload strength right now, right? So, um, and I mean, like the drain on my computer, it's only 25% drain on my computer, so that's not bad. Not really doing anything other than streaming here, but yeah. Razio Wargamer, there's no plan. Chris is testing his Mac, and we swarmed him. We're like a Ripper swarm of monkeys. The Ripper swarm of monkeys, yeah. Yeah. Way the Brush, the basement episode. Yes, Jim, it's the basement episode. No, I'm kind of I'm very happy with this right now. Like this is pretty darn good. We've been going 20 minutes now, and I mean, other than like my audio, I guess apparently is a little out of sync. Sorry, I'm just watching myself in the thing here. Yeah. Let me see here. Let me see if I can actually get into my audio settings. Can I do that right now, or am I going to mess things up? Probably going to mess things up. I thought I could add a delay. No, I don't want to push to talk. No, it could be just my mic on my computer, because again, like I said, this is the default mic on the computer, so I probably don't sound as good as I normally do. But yeah, it's probably my crappy mic. The video outputs, yeah, no, yeah, everything's. I'm digging this. Yeah, I'm kind of impressed by this. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little leery about using this program. I did a little bit of research on it, and I mean, like, I wasn't sure because it's completely free, but I wanted an option for my for my Mac, right? So yeah. Reziel Wargamer, hey Chris, one other question. Have you the comment moved? Have you ever tried painting any X-wing models yet? Yeah, like for the game X-wing. Yeah, I've painted a few models. Way back, I'd shown how to do battle damage on them, and yeah. Now I don't know if I've shown any like say repainting, which is something I guess I could show. But again, I mean, leave the comment in the Mini Wargaming comment section. How do you like? What's a good way to strip, say, the paint off the models and repaint them, or do you need to strip the model and like, yeah. Clayton Tate, I'm sure you've heard this question, but especially with the work you're putting into your wonderful painted Wraithguard Lord Knights, what do you think 8th edition has for Eldar? Could Eldar Orcs be fun? I think Orcs are going to be great. I think Eldar is going to be just as annoying as they were. I got a feeling that Eldar is going to be back to being the glass cannon that they're supposed to be, where they have all the mobility and the deadly firepower, but obviously they don't take punches very well. Which I mean, the play style I'm fine with. Um, it's something I've always been used to. Every aspect of Eldar for the longest time, they've always been the glass cannon, where they have ridiculous firepower, but they don't take it. They don't take punches very well, and you see that see that through their rules and other game systems as well. Epic and Battlefleet Gothic. You see, that design mentality for Eldar. Orcs, orcs are always going to be that horde mentality. As far as how their mechanics work and how things work for them. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to 8th edition. And I recently sent an email to Forge World asking them if they're going to do a release, like a side-by-side release, updating basically all the Forge World stuff. Because I know, like the Corsairs. Because I'm asking because of the Corsairs, essentially. But like all their regular kind of 40K stuff. Because I know apparently the rumors are that 30K is not going to, get... is going to follow the regular rules for 30K. Or I should say the 7th edition rules. And but I was asking Forge World, about like the other stuff like Corsairs and Craft World Mimera and all that stuff. Are they going to do a side by side release for when 8th drops, right? So I was asking. I didn't get any response yet, but I just sent them that email. I think Friday I sent that email, so I might not get a response till maybe Wednesday if I get a response. Who knows? Looking forward to it though. Dark Commission. I thought the Monkey God would have a golden throne at home. Yeah, I know. It's like just kind of bare bones and boring, and But I mean, it's just my little workshop, and like, if you guys could see me, what it looks like right now. If you look at this kind of angle, if you were to film me from this angle, I look kind of like Milton from Office Space. And I'm like, when he's in the basement and it's all dark and he's got like all the boxes and shelves all around him and stuff. Yeah, that's how it kind of looks down here. Could burn the building down. CW Kreiner, honestly, you sound fine. Well, maybe the mic on these on this computer is not too bad. I don't know. I mean, I look at my voice output and I mean, it looks good. Drop frames look good. Signal strength, everything still looks really good, man. Everything looks great. And I'm watching like YouTube's analytics of this going on, and it all looks fine. R2 Protect. WTF? I was watching yesterday's episode and bum. The Gim nerf Eldar, just the end the whole line. Nobody plays them. Soul Egger, wow, paint tearing off sounds terrible. Interesting on the website, and non-black white sprays have, when sprayed over an undercoat, yada yada yada. So it's not meant to be a primer. Yeah, it's not really meant to be a primer. Yeah, and the Retributor armor is not really meant to be a primer. It's meant to be like a base coat. You prime the model, spray it with black or white, and then you give it a coating of Retributor armor. And I probably would have been better off doing that rather than what I had done. But I mean, like I just gave it a shot. It's been a while since I used any of those colored sprays, and again, I was talking yesterday about how like I'm constantly trying new things out, venturing here and there, and it's just so that I'm better informed when I'm talking to you guys about this kind of stuff, and again, it's just experimenting. I mean, I like experimenting with stuff. I know there's a lot of painters out there who once they find something they really like, they master it, right? And it shows in a lot of people's painting. Like when they dedicate themselves and their technique to like glazing. There's some people out there who glaze perfectly, and that's all they do and that's all they know, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I honestly wish I could take the time to just master a particular technique, but the way my job works, I have to constantly stay ahead of the curve and kind of be a jack of all trades kind of thing, I guess, is really what it is, right? So, yeah. Arturo, too much light on your face. Well, that's because I'm sitting really close to my screen. Yeah, it's not very flattering light. I mean, you can see, like, when I'm looking like this, you can see my screen in my glasses, and of course the light's off in my room here. I mean, I'm just sitting here again. This is just a freaking test, man. Jeez. Where am I? Bob. For me, the audio is slightly out of sync. Yeah, no, don't worry, Bob. Apparently, everybody's saying the audio's out of sync. Yeah, it's just a test from the comfort of my home. Just in case, again, like I said, this is just a test. This is to see if, I can do this from home, right? For example, those times when, like, for example, like, through the summertime, right? And I don't have a lot of time. Like, I don't want to go all the way to the office, set up, and do the show, and or I'm not feeling well. Then I can sit here and just cuddle up in a blanket, just what do you want, something like that, right? Clayton Tate, frame rate is lower, but audio seems on point. Frame rate is lower. The frame rate is still saying 30 frames per second. I'm not seeing any drop there. My kilobytes are still about the same. Like I mentioned before, though, I mean, the wife is on Netflix, and as everybody knows, Netflix, because we watch everything in 1080p, that hogs up bandwidth, And I mean, I'm sure everybody else is on their devices and stuff, and yeah. Jim White, please be careful, Chris. The monkeys may try to type so much that they turn the test into a 4-hour stream. Well, no, like I said, I mean, maybe I'll do more streams from home because, I mean, the other thing that I wanted to see as well, and I wanted to see what my kilobyte strength was like, broadcasting from here. It's like, I was talking yesterday about doing video games. Well, maybe while I'm gaming, because I know my Xbox can broadcast to Twitch. Xbox One has a Twitch feature that can broadcast out, and so maybe I'll do some Twitch live gaming, basically where you'll hear me curse a lot into my mic, and you never know. Oh man. Clayton Tate, maybe it's just the cam compared to your professional cam at Mini Wargaming. $5 an hour to dedicated members. $5 an hour to dedicated members. Well, no, because the camera I use normally for Way of the Brush, it is the camera. It's the very same camera I film all the tutorials with. Basically, it's a camcorder that has an output, and there's a capture card in the PC which takes that input, and so it's an HDMI line running into the PC. Now they do make those for OS X, for Mac, and I was thinking about picking one up. Aaron Siege, Chris, World of Tanks stream. Yeah, exactly, World of Tanks stream. We could totally do it. Do it on, and you can listen to me bitch the entire time as, as they nerf a bunch of my favorite tanks, like my E100 that just gets shit on all the time. Or my Motherland. I used to love my Motherland. My Motherland can make me money. Whenever I need to make money in World of Tanks, I use my Motherland, and I just go on a tangent and just, oh crap! I got premium up and running. I gotta go play some more World of Tanks. I've turned on premium today. I gotta go play some more World of Tanks so I get some more use out of my premium. I also tried, War Thunder. I tried it out on this computer. I actually played a little bit of War Thunder. The frame rate wasn't that great though. But we'll see once I get my other computer going. We'll see, Ooh, man, I'm watching the stream now, and I can see I was lagging a little bit there, and I'm just watching my kilobytes here. Yeah. I got more drop frames. Yeah. No, I'm seeing more drop frames, but I think that's signal strength more than anything. Typically with the drop frames, that's related to signal strength. So, yeah. Aaron Siege, my Stug 3 is really good target 2. Yeah, I got the Stug 2. For German, I have mostly German tanks. I play with a Panzer. I've been using the I want to say it's the Locust, but it's not the Locust. It's a small little light. Because I've been going up. I've been working up the tiers for the light German tanks. I've already got the E100, so that's the heavy tanks. The medium tanks, because I have like the Champion. I have the Hammer. Those were all the console. Those were all because I got the Champion for doing the challenge like a few months back, and the Hammer we got for a challenge as well. And I got the E100. We're working up the tiers for the Tank Destroyer. We're currently on the tier 7 or 8 for Tank Destroyer. I can't remember, but I also have the Stug as well. I have the Stug and the other Tank Destroyer. What the heck's it called? It's just got the single chassis with just a cannon on top. I think that's tier 8. But anyway, and artillery. I'm on. What am I on for artillery? Oh, I can't remember. Too bad. I probably could pull up my profile, but anyway. Doc Raven, hail to the Moss. Yeah, the Moss. Yeah, I went with the E100 because the E100 is a little bit faster. But yeah, you can't beat the Moss for power and durability. Resil Wargamer, hey Chris, are you playing any newer GW video games? Dawn of War 3? Is that what you're asking? Am I playing Dawn of War 3? No. I just haven't played it yet. I just haven't. Again, because I said like the Windows machine is I don't have Windows at home, and I mean it's just painful at home, Windows. So, I do, I just don't. I prefer Mac because, again, it keeps me motivated to stay working. And I mean, the console. I don't know if there's any on Xbox One. The last Games Workshop game I was playing was Space Marine, I think. Is that the last one? Yeah. Bob, I love my KV5. Oh, I hate those friggin' things. And they're so damn ugly. The GIM Jagdtiger, yeah. Oh, for the for artillery? Was it the Jagdtiger? No. I can't remember. Resia or Space Hulk or Battlefleet. Well, I have Space Hulk. And Space Hulk will run on my computer here, but Battlefleet Gothic only runs on Windows, and I do have that, and I pre-ordered that, so I got the Tau and all that. I should do more, yeah. Resident Wargamer, does Mac not stream Steam? Yeah, Mac is on Steam. I have Steam on my Mac. In fact, if you were on your Steam earlier, you would have probably saw me playing War Thunder. Like I said, I was playing War Thunder, and that's on Steam. So, yeah, the grill. That's it. The grill. Doc, thank you, Doc Raven. The grill. That's what I'm on. The grill. Clayton Tate, oddly, I found that Wargaming takes all my computer gaming energy. My buddy makes Dune 2-esque territory maps for the Antares campaign and has made playing the game a blast. That's kind of cool. That's interesting. Yeah. Big friendly Wargamer, Owen and Dan have been playing Dawn of War 3. Yeah, I know. And I'd love to play more with Owen and stuff like that. It's just, it's time and just, it's just finding, when he's free, I'm free, when I don't have plans. And, I mean, Owen's a young fella, so, he's his own kind of, he's got to figure out his own time, whereas myself, I mean, I'm a married man with family and, we have events and things to do and, stuff to take care of. So, yeah. Bum. Duncan Aldis. I don't think I've read that name before. Duncan Aldis. Anyway, you can get Steam for Mac for sure. Not all games are compatible though. No, yeah, not all games are compatible on Steam for Mac. But yeah, there is Steam for Mac, and that's what I use. I've got Steam on this computer. I got to put Steam on my Mac Pro. Again, like I said, my Mac Pro is way more powerful than this thing, and so once I get that up and running, and yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. Let's click this. Yeah, the stream. This. I'm sorry. I'm just clicking on my YouTube stuff here. gives you a little feedback as far as how everything is going. Everything's good. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. And you know what? Here's the hilarious part. How easy this was. This was super easy. Super easy. Doc Raven, do not play any other after the Panther. German arties really suck. Doc Raven, Owen did not play Dawn of War 3 anymore. He thinks that the game is as shitty as it is. As it is. Oh. Total Warhammer, love it. Aaron Seach. Yeah? I like Warhammer, and I mean, like, I like that, it's older Warhammer, and the, Bretonnians look awesome. Bretonnians are my faction in Warhammer Fantasy. I want to see Bretonnians make a comeback in Age of Sigmar. I want to see Bretonnians come back. They have Games Workshop. If you're watching Games Workshop, you have to make Bretonnians for Age of Sigmar and make them different from the Storm Duder Marine thingies. Make them inherently Bretonnians, but make them cooler. I don't know how. That's up to you. But I want to see Pegasus Riders again for Age of Sigmar. I want to see Pegasus Riders again because they were just too damn cool. Bob, email time. Wink, wink. we want to do an email, yeah. You know what? Hold on. Let's see if I can do it without making this thing crash. Let's go with the new scene. Let's make it email time. Okay. Whoops. Screen's just going black. It's okay, boys. Let's capture. Is it browser source? No, it's not video. Window capture? Let's try window capture. Create a new window capture? Sure. Okay. Window. Desktop. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can do that. Does that change the source? Oops, did I just kill that? I did too. Okay, window source. Safari. Bang. Email. Haha. Boom. Okay. Look at that. How freaking easy is that? Is that not? Oops. Come on, keep the size of the screen. Oh, I guess we don't need to see all my emails, do we? Son of a beehive. You guys don't need to see all my crap. Oh, man. Anyway, okay, hold on. Let's do an email. Here we go. We got Haldane. And let me just see here. Yeah, Haldane's email. I don't want his email address in the shot, though. Frig off. There we go. And there. Look at that. We've got email time. Oh, I don't have the jingle, though. I have to read down the jingle. How do I do that? I don't know. Either way, let's do an email just because we can. We're only going to do one email, though. This isn't a regular kind of Way the Brush thing. This is just a test. But anyway, Haldane Urbanus. Hi, Chris. Hail, monkeys. It has been about 2 years since my last email. PhD has been rough. Wow, PhD. Nearly done. Last bit of writing left. I submit in June. Was forced out of the hobby completely by unforeseen issues with the lab. Short version, I had sent my PC and wargaming stuff, books, paints, models, etc., back home to my parents, about 1,300 miles away, expecting to finish in another couple months. Fast forward more than 18 months, and I moved back home in December, so no painting for nearly 2 years meant I was out of practice. I've eased myself back into painting by finishing off my first 2 painted Fire Dragon shrines. I had started work on these months before even sending everything back and only finished them this March. In other news, do you remember Roblo from Way the Brush Chat? Yes, Roblo, yeah, I remember. Well, turns out not only is he a fellow Maltese, but I know him. Well, knew him. Uh-oh. He's the youngest of 3 brothers, and the eldest of which was a school friend and wargaming buddy of mine for years. Roblo is the only one. Roblo, yeah, is the only one still wargaming, and he has recently tempted a couple of his friends to start 40k, so including myself and another old friend still wargaming, we have a little group going. Cool. Nothing so far, as we are going to start with a small regular games for 650 to 750 points and do our best to play with only painted minis and share the workload on creating tables and terrain. On to my long Promise Fire Dragon picks. I should mention that they've slightly madcap experiment in layering. I decided to use layering and washing as my only techniques for the armor. The buggers have 2 different steps for washing, interspersed between some 7 layered highlights. Wow. Pretty pleased with the effect of quite rich colors and subtle transitions and stark point highlights. Decent result for my skill level, I think. I do not recommend painting squads this way. It takes so long and is very painstaking. I wanted to see what I could achieve and what my limits were when it comes to layering as a technique. Very interesting. Hope you enjoy the picks. Getting decent lighting took some work, as my painting area is too dark for good photos without a flash. This is my 3rd attempt. Not happy with the white helmets. Even after sanding off the offending bad painted areas, sanding the helmet area smooth, then re-undercoating by brush, repainting 3 or 4 times, I could not get an improvement. You can actually tell which 3 I painted in the UK because the white is much smoother. I use perpendicular layers, medium instead of water, thin layers, you name it. After my 2nd attempt, I tried with a new paint, better, but still not great. And so, this is Haldane. Holy crap, he's got even more crap going on here. So, let's have a look here. Let me make sure that this window here is kind of doing this for us here. Let me move that over. Move. Move. There we go. A little bit more. Move. 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 Yeah, that's better. That's better. So, he said I can tell which ones were painted. I can't tell. I mean, these don't look too bad. Oh, okay, wait. Those ones look kind of smooth. But either way, I mean, they look good. Yeah, you got to be careful when you are working up your highlights, with so many layers. You do run the risk of overloading the details. The bases are nice. I do like the color transition, though. The color transition is really nice. Very good. Very cool. Yeah. Again, I can see your base coating by hand, and I mentioned in last show, when you got larger surface to avoid brush strokes, right? So on a Falcon, if your brush strokes are going this way, do another layer going left to right, then up and down, left and right. Alternate your layers. I kind of like this shot. This looks kind of cool. It looks like like they're really there. Well, I mean, obviously they're really there, but I mean, like it looks like like if you got rid of that stem, it would look like the grav tank would actually kind of floating around. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, so there was more to this email. So the lumpy white is pretty evident in the next pick. I think it's the climate. It is so hot here. Paint dries very quickly on the palette. So I would try a wet palette if you can. Try a wet palette. I suspect the white pigment, probably titanium dioxide, is clumping together very quickly as it dries. So with adding the medium for flow, some clumps remain, or even try retardant as well. If you find that that the paint is drying really fast, maybe try either a wet palette or retardant, because the retardant will slow the drying process, right? And so maybe using that, in your hot environment, it might. I mean, I can't say for sure. I'm only speculating, but yeah. This tends to happen with the fine powders. Naturally, titanium dioxide powders tend to do this. Often they are finer than the other pigments, as far as I know. And the 2 glamour shots with the Dragon Bus. The Star Cannon is an old metal one that came from the Forge World Serpent kit. Remember those? Converted to fit the Falcon instead of the scattered laser. Actually, this was my first attempt at the green stuff to get a strong mounting point. This was before I learned how to pin. The Falcon was one of my first attempts to paint properly, putting effort into it. My IGR an enamel-based mess. That was 2001 vintage Haldane painting. Hey man, I did the same damn thing too, man. When I was a tad more clueless, man, I was way clueless. It's basic that I don't want to try spruce it up, especially because the blue doesn't exist anymore. I miss GW Midnight Blue. Yeah, because it's a blue that dries with that purplish sheen. A buddy of mine, he did his Phantom Titan. It's the newer Phantom Titan, but he did it in that Midnight Blue because he wanted that blue to dry with that purplish sheen. But I found that you can get that same color, golden, the airbrush line, phthalo blue red. It's phthalo blue, but it'll say in brackets red, and that's what that highlight is. That's why it looks purple. It's because it's red. Anyway, and the wheels on your bus go around and explode. Whoa! I want to melt some tanks now. Shadow of the Falcon is so pretty. I'm rambling now. Sorry for the still not so great lighting and very un-40K backdrop of Maltese houses on a slightly overcast Saturday afternoon. Orange and pine trees included, and nostalgia and many, many words. Ciao, Haldane. Monkey that could definitely write Shakespeare, only with less rhyming and bigger, nerdier words. So, yeah. That was an email, kids. That was an email. Arturo Patet, hide the enlarge your penis emails. Why, you didn't see that, did you? Man, my inbox is full of those. Anyway. Yeah, Bob turned the lights back on. It wasn't dark that whole time. No, because I could see the email now on the live stream here. Yeah. So, yeah, that was kind of fun, right? And I mean, like as far as having a fancier picture going, I mean, there's no reason we can't have Wave the Brush at home. And in fact, I might. Haldane is not here. No, he's not. Sing it yourself, Chris. Sugars, I used Midnight Blue like 11 years ago on my Dark Elder. Was such a great color. Yes, but like I said, golden. Or you can look at other paint lines. You look at phthalo blue. Let me see if I can quickly search that. Google phthalo blue. Phthalo blue. Golden paint line. Golden. Yes, that's what it's called. Phthalo blue, red shade. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's do the email screen again. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Phthalo blue, red shade. And this stuff will, when it dries, it'll have that slight reddish sheen to it. But this color will pretty much. It's not. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to give you an exact match, but it's going to be pretty darn close. So, yeah. Arturo Patet, Wave the Brush in underwear. I think so. I just had it on the screen. Just freeze frame it when you get an opportunity or whenever it comes up. Yeah. How do you spell it? Where's something I can copy here? Now, like I said, it's Golden Paint Line that has it. I'm sure this color does exist in other paint lines. There we go. There, I just wrote it in the chat, so hopefully you see it. Raziel Wargame. I believe that was one of Bob Ross's favorite color hues. Yeah, phthalo blue. Yeah, he used phthalo blue lots too. Thanks. I'll give that a look-see. Yeah, sugars. Yeah. I just wrote it into the comments just if you weren't sure. Phthalo blue, red shade. There is another phthalo blue. It has, I think, green shade. Yeah, green shade. Yeah, there's a phthalo blue green shade, which will give you another completely other different look. But the phthalo blues, that's what it is. Yeah. So, anyway, holy crap, we've been on for an hour. we've been going for an hour, kids. Pretty cool. Frames, yeah, frame drop still been all right. Kilobytes still good. CPU still good. I wish I kind of had like an analytic that showed like the computer graph, like how hard I was pushing the computer. Because I mean, like I'm on an older iMac. This is an '09 iMac I'm on. It's a 27-inch iMac. It's older. If you look up the stats for this computer, an '09 iMac, 27-inch, you'll see I'm using some old components. But I mean, this runs perfectly great. This is, been doing this very well. And I mean, like I have a Mac Pro. That's like this is like an 8 meg. I've only got 8 megs of RAM in this thing, and my Mac Pro has 20. So, and it's got solid state drives, so it's pretty beefy. Razio Wargamer. Time flies, as do Wraith Boners. Wraith Boners? Wraith Boners? I don't know. I think we're getting pretty blue here, people. What time we at? Holy crap! It's already 7 o'clock at night. Jeez Louise, man, it's late. She is late. So I think I'm going to end this because we've been going an hour. I think this has been a pretty good test. Yeah, Bob. Anything else we have for the test? Coffee break? Oh, I have no coffee. Because I'm sitting down here and I'm drinking my club soda, and yeah, I need to go do something. This was fun. This was just a test, and of course, this is my my dungeon in my house. I have other crap, sitting around. I got like old Talisman down here, old Blood Bowl. I got like old rule books here, and I got a great big box here, like this, by as all White Dwarfs, and got all my oil paints over here. I got boxes of sprues of models. I got like basically what's taking up all the room is I've got like tons of boxes of like, get it in frame here, bits, and I've got like tons and tons and tons of bits here. Oh shit! Bit fell out. What the hell is this? It's my boy's congratulations letter from college. Getting accepted back into college, which is awesome. What's in this big box? Oh, I got more bits over here. Look at this. This is like all sorts of terrain and odds and ends and stuff like that. It's like scenery. Lehman Russ bit. What else we got in here? Got some Necron bits in here. Here's a sound that you just love to hear, eh? It's going through your bits box. Sounds like a little kid in his toy box kind of thing, But yeah, I've got a bunch of crap I got to go through. And again, the other thing was that I wanted to test, like to see if I could do this from home, because I might invest in a capture card device, so that I can stream this from a better camera, and also that I can point the camera wherever I want, right? Because this camera that I'm using right now on my Mac, it's the built-in camera. It's the little iSight camera, and it's kind of crap. It's kind of crap. I mean, everybody's used to how Way the Brush normally looks, and it'd be kind of fun to do Way the Brush kind of differently. I think maybe I do home editions, and like I said, I'm getting the same upload strength I do at Mini Wargaming, and I'm thoroughly impressed in this program on my computer, on my '09 Mac as well. Because this computer has served me well for many years, and yeah, so. Razia Wargamer, 7 p.m. Eastern US should be the same in Ontario. Yeah, exactly, 7 p.m. I've got 7:02 right now. The Gim, LOL. Who would dump all his bits on you? Exactly. Who would dump all his bits? And basically, what we're saying is, it was Gim. Gim 2-3 years ago when you visited, he just dumped like all his 40K stuff on me, and I'm still sitting on it all. And I mean, like, there's an entire big bin of Imperial Guard tanks, Bane blades and stuff like that, that's just sitting there unpainted. Plus Space Marine stuff, and so yeah, there's a lot of crap. Arturo Patet, 1900 in Chile, the other side of the world, amazing. Goes to Starman Deluxe, sees bits, gets a Wraith boner. He's hiding as a big old Wraith chubby. Arturo Patet. Next giveaway, the Bits box of Chris. Dude, that, like doing a giveaway of like out of the Bits box, man, that'd be like a telethon show. We could run that for like 24 hours and probably not get through it all. It's tons and tons of stuff, dude. Not to mention like all the metal models. Where's all the metal models? What happened to all the metal models? I can't remember what happened to all my metal models. I think they're in that. Yeah, I think they're in that box over there. Anyway, there's like boxes and boxes over here. I mean, oh, man. Oh, here, I'll try and show you guys real quick here. Let's see if I can do this without knocking all my crap over. Yeah, see, like I got two sets of shelves going back into this closet here, and there's crap from way back in the day. I've got like, can I angle my computer up more? I got crap up there. And then, I mean, like, one of the shelves, like, these boxes are sitting right here, and it goes right to the wall over there. Like I said, like, it looks like Milton's office in Office Space. So, yeah. The game, just so long as I don't win, I don't want them back. Reziel Wargamer, do you need a cap card or just a better camera and a mic? No, I need a capture card. If I want to do like the same quality as I get from the office at Mini Wargaming, where I normally do Way the Rush, yeah, if I want to do that same quality, I need a capture card for the Mac, and they do make them. Black Magic is the one I'm looking at. Here, hold on, let's see if I can pull that up so I can show you guys. Because maybe some of you guys out there are on Mac and maybe you want to start live streaming, but you want to have good quality crap. It's Black Magic. I believe it's called the Intensity. I completely spelled that wrong, didn't I? I'm a moron. Anyway, the Black Magic Intensity. Is this what we're talking about? Pretty sure it is, because this one runs on Mac. Yeah. So, yeah. So here, I'll quickly show you guys. This is it. This is what I'm looking to pick up. And yeah, so basically, it's got the HDMI input. I can't see my mouse when I'm showing you guys. Anyway, maybe I have to set up that. Maybe that's something else I have to set up that watches my mouse move around. But anyway, on the left-hand side, it's got the HDMI. It's got the RGB green, RGB. It's got the S video, and it's got coax, regular analog video, and left and right audios. The other one I was looking at, though, it had more hubs to it. But anyway, it does USB 3 and Thunderbolt, 1080 video capturing. Yeah, it's got analog connectors and HDMI. You know what I mean? Like yeah, I mean, it's already set up for capturing on Xbox. Because, I mean, like, I could also stream, say, for example, I could stream Xbox and then also have myself in the shot, right? That's the other thing. But, yeah, there's the prices of this stuff. And I think it is, yeah, for Thunderbolt. Yeah, so $239 US is what I'm looking to pay for this thing. I'm not going to be getting it anytime soon, but, down the road. Again, it's just, oops. Whoops, whoops. No, I don't want to show this screen either. What the hell? No, I don't. No, it's not the screen. I want it's the screen. Everybody's looking at all my tabs I had open here. Oh, man. Anyway. So, yeah. That's basically what that device is because it's built because obviously Macs, right, are self-enclosed. Like especially well, even the new Mac Pros, right, they're pretty much enclosed, and um, you got to run it by Thunderbolt and then run the video input into that thing, and so yeah, and of course now I have no idea how, that's the next thing to figure out is how it runs with this, and now I'll have to start researching how that particular device will work with OBS or what is this? Broadcast, open broadcast. Anyway, yeah. So, um, comments, comments. Clayton Tate. I would so take one of those Bane blades and convert it into a skull hammer tank. Steve Lyons still here? Excellent. Chris Overdose. Arthur Bertet. I hear Bits Hoarder. Yeah, that's a Bits Hoarder. Raziel. It's like old school mini wargaming storage. Black Magic M66. Ignore that title of an old anime. Ghost of Starman Deluxe. I know a guy who uses Black Magic. I understand it's pretty good. Well, Black Magic is kind of one of those standards right now. Their stuff's pretty darn good for like all things um, regarding like cinema photography and video and all that stuff, video production and stuff like that. They're kind of one of the guys that provide a high standard, and so I kind of trust the brand name, and I'm pretty sure the capture cards that are in my computer at work are Black Magic cards. So, but the question is, does Black Magic cards work with this particular app that I have running on this computer? Who knows? Raziel, that card looks swanky. Yeah, it does. Danish artist. All of those bits would be great for scratch building a stomper. A stomper. Yeah. The Gim. I gave those models and bits to Chris because I know he would love them. LOL. Plus, my wife said no more models until I picked the ones I got, and I got rid of them. Ha ha ha. I win. Bleep bloop. Hello, monkeys. What time do we call this? It's gone. It's gone midnight UK. Midnight UK. It's midnight for you. Hoo man. It is 7:10 in the evening for me in North America in the Eastern time zone. So for you in the UK, it is midnight. Wow. You need to go to bed. Oh, unless of course you work late and just got home and you're just chilling out now. Then of course we're just chilling out too. How long have I been going? Holy crap! I've been going an hour and 7. Jeez Louise. It's amazing how how much I can just sit here and just ramble on about crap. Where am I? Raziel, I really wish we could send you pics in here like Snapchat. Yeah, no, I'm glad you can't though, because I'm sure a lot of weird crap goes on Snapchat, and I don't need you guys sending me weird pics, because definitely Josh would be sending me dick pics, I'm sure. Because he's that kind of guy. He'll just send me dick pics. If I had my phone on me, I'd show you like the last couple things he sent me. He thought he was being funny, and he sent me dick pics. Not his. At least I don't think they're his. Better not be his. Danish artist. It's way past midnight here. Holy crap! Yeah, Bob. I am at work nights. You're at work. Well, then what the hell are you doing watching this? Shouldn't you be working? The Gim. Jen heard you say my comment, and I'm feeling the fury of the Chinese wife. Come on, man! It's Mother's Day. You just buck up and just no, honey. Please stop beating me. No, honey. I swear to God, no. Ghost of Starman Deluxe. Oh, if you're me and have school in less than 9 hours, you should be asleep, but don't. Get to bed, man. Get to bed. Oh, jeez. Resident Warrior. No, man. Hobby pics for sure. Arthur Protect. Dick pics and man boobs. Yeah, oh man, we don't want any of those, especially with the emails, because sometimes I don't check the emails before I show them, like especially on like Way of the Brush, and so you could totally get me. I mean, like hell, who was it the other day? They got me and they said, what did they say? Foreskin? They said for Russ, for the All Father or something in a foreskin, and I was like, huh, foreskin? Ah, son of a. Superhawk67. Hey Chris, hey monkeys. First chance to catch a live stream. Gotta love working Saturdays. Yeah, that's okay though. I work Saturdays too. I work 6 days a week. I don't really actually, no, I work 5 days a week. But I kind of count doing Way of the Brush as work because, I mean, I'm talking with you guys. I'm having fun. But oftentimes I am, advertising Mini Wargaming's Vault. Again, because, well, Mini Wargaming's Vault is what keeps me employed. And, so yeah, you got to kind of help, push that. You got to keep pushing it because Lord knows we don't do a nearly good enough job advertising how awesome the Vault is. We don't do enough of that. Joss's jizz. Ew, gross. Bob. No. Bleep bloop. Chris, how do you get past the lack of wanting to paint? Got so much to do, but not enough motivation. Yeah, that's a tough one. And I'm guilty of that one once in a while myself. A lack of paint, Okay, well, obviously, what you need to do, first off, is don't have your projects in front of you. Only have one project in front of you that you're going to work on. Put everything else away. If you can, put it elsewhere. If you don't have a lot of workspace, then put the models back like in a box and just put the boxes aside and just kind of, it's just kind of, you're kind of tricking yourself, right? It's out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And then just sit down and just, have your project in front of you. And if you don't feel like painting, then, do some assembly or do something else. Do some basing or, do something, And oftentimes I find that when I just kind of sit myself down and start putting away at something, I'll gradually kind of build up to wanting to paint or do something, right? But that's really the big one, is don't have all your projects in front of you. Because, yeah, you'll discourage yourself. You'll just be like, oh, I want to paint my Space Marine Captain, but I still have these freaking 4 tactical squads to do, and I've got 10 rhinos, and you know what I mean? Just get all that stuff off the table. Just concentrate on just the one thing you want to get done, and then just do it. Just sit down and do it. I know it is hard. Man, it happens to me all the time. Like even at work. I work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and it's hard. It's hard. Some days I can, but usually I can't just sit down at 9 o'clock, sit down and just start painting. It don't work that way. I got to work it up. I got to get excited, and I got to do something. And I mean, and oftentimes reading emails and getting things ready, and then I'll putter around. I'll get my station ready, and I'll get the filming area ready, and then finally I can sit down and then start kind of painting. But yeah, kind of just jumping out of bed, waking up, and then go start painting. Yeah, that almost never happens. I can remember one day where I did come into work and I just immediately started painting. I think because I was behind and I knew I had to really get some work done. But yeah, it's just. But I've been there, bleep boop. Yeah. Ghost of Starman Deluxe. I don't need sleep. Sleep is proven to reduce guardsman's efficiency by 35%. Superhawk67, put subliminal message for the Vault into your intro. Interesting. Like real subliminal messages, or like they're comedically inputted into the thing. It's just kind of like it's obvious and it's terrible kind of subliminal messages. I think that'd be kind of funny actually. Steve Lyons, join the Vault or else Josh gets your Snapchat account details. Yeah, that's a good threat right there. Because you don't want Josh getting your information, dude. Lucien Valansor, out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, definitely. Just have just a couple projects in front of you. Just have one project in front of you, if you can help it. The Gim. Playing games makes me want to paint. Seeing a painted army on the battlefield looks pretty cool. Yes. I can remember a time Chris had to paint 30 of his ogres all at the same time, and he was not approachable for some days. Yes. No. Yeah, that was a commission job, too. Oh, man, that was brutal. Bleh. 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 Rezio Wargamer, you said you want a 3PO, and I happen to be working on that model as an X-Wing League trophy. Magnetizing his feet right now to a base. Awesome model. Is it the Bandai C-3PO? Because that model's cool, man. And, yeah. I was recently watching Dr. Foss, his YouTube channel. And he was working on C-3PO. And he wanted to improve upon that gold of 3PO. And I was kind of like, at the beginning, I started watching it. I was kind of, dude, how do you improve upon that gold? That gold is perfect on 3PO when you buy the kit right out of the thing. There's a very few embellishments. I mean, like, if you want to weather him and stuff like that, but all you got to do is just add it onto him. You don't really have to repaint him. And so I was watching his whole process, and by halfway through it, he realizes that he didn't have to do anything to 3PO it. So yeah, it was kind of funny. But I mean, we all go through that process. We get it, and like, yeah, this isn't right. I'm going to improve this. And then it's like halfway through, it's like, son of a bitch, I didn't have to improve anything. This was perfect the way it was. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. It happens to everybody, you know. Bleep bloop. Cheers, Chris. But orcs. So much green and silver. Yeah, get to your orcs, man. Ghost Starman Deluxe, real subliminal message or comedic ones? Why not both? Real subliminal message that are comedic? Yeah, could do those. All right, guys. I think I'm going to jump off now because I've been on for a bit and I'm thirsty and I want to get a drink. I mean, I'm home, so I could just simply just walk and go get a beer or something. But I'm done. This was a test, and this was a very successful test. And did you notice too? Did you notice as I was re-inputting stuff and changing things, and you know what I mean? I wasn't afraid to do it on this computer. Why? Because everything's very stable. I do that kind of stuff on the Windows machine, and something goes wrong. And, I mean, Wade the Brush has a very long, sad history of things going awry when you mess with too many variables. Whereas on the Mac, I'm way more confident of it being able to handle the variables. Rezio Wargamer, yep, those Bandai Star Wars models are all awesome as I see it. Yeah, the gold is hard to do anything to. Maybe Hobbyist Gold Leaf, but I don't know. No, there's really not much you can do. I mean, that's essentially a spray on chrome gold. Like it's a spray like you can improve that gold. That's how, as gold as C-3PO from the movies you're gonna get. So there's no reason to play with that at all. Danish artist, I was thinking of getting the Cylon Raider model, the original one, but it's hard to get my hands on, sadly. Yeah, the Cylon Raiders, yeah. Other model kits I was looking at was the Russian kit. Kvizda, I think it's called Kvizda. They do a Star Destroyer. It's 127 scale, I think. 127? Or maybe it's 1/4000 scale. I can't remember. Anyway, it's a big... I probably talked about it before, but it's a big one. And it's about $100. And there's an LED. Another Russian company is producing an LED kit for it so that you can light it all up. And so, yeah, when I got actually see like there's all these things that I want to get my hands on, all these projects I want to start. And of course, it's moolah. I mean, I can afford it, but I mean, I don't want to. I'm just not the kind of guy that likes to spend too much money on toys and such, right? But yeah. Anyway. Bob, feel free to share my Snapchat with Josh. Yeah, you guys can swap dick pics, I'm sure. Anywho, I think we can't get any lower than that. We can't get any lower than dick pics. And no, I'm not adding that into the title. We're not. This isn't a test for dick pics or anything like that. This was just simply a test. And, oh, yeah, you know what? That's the other thing. How do I stop? Oh, it's right there. It's a nice little button to stop. That is studio mode. What's studio mode? Yeah, so any of you guys out there who are on Apple devices or Apple, like if you're using OS X, desktop or Mac Pro, or you're on a MacBook Pro, and you do live streaming and you've been dabbling with these live streaming stuff, if you guys got any suggestions out there, leave it below. And of course, yeah, I will see you guys later. I'm done with this. I'm gonna go grab a drink and chill out and enjoy the rest of this evening. Marcelo Despot. Lurk. Hi, Chris. Lurk. Bye, Chris and monkeys. Yeah, lurking. I know there was a few guys lurking, but that's okay. But we're gonna end this now because you know, you guys got to go to bed, and you know, some of you guys are at work. But anyway, I will see you guys later. Who knows? I might do more of these. I might start just live streaming my game sessions at home, which are, you know, somewhat frequently. But anyway, I'll probably do Twitter announcements when and if I ever do them, because I'm liking this upload stream strength I'm getting right now, and this is comparable to what I get at work, and yeah, this is good. Jim White, I must go, good folk. It's time to celebrate Mother's Day at my mother-in-law's house. Good luck, Jim. And Gim, and all you guys. And I will see you guys later. Peace. I'll go back to the thumbnail. Make it all nice and professional like.